All right, I'm gonna do a chapter review for Black Clover chapter 332, titled "Final Declaration." It's been a long time coming for the upcoming chapter, about 3 months. Um, really glad it came back. I also saw the letter that Tabata sent, which Tabata made about the 3 month break, him preparing for the final arc, and him trying to balance the serialization and also the anime movie that's coming out soon. No no decided date yet, but there is a movie coming soon, so that's good. So with the first page of Black Clover 32, we have a cover page of us and both with a new outfit design. I think design is basically the same, just a different color scheme with green and gold. I like how he got two straps now for his other grimoire. And also a little basically the same. Is just now he has a shirt and he has a sleeve for his double arm, so that looked pretty cool too. So for the first chapter, we have a page of Lucius and Lucifero where it says the seventh level of the underworld. Lucius, not Lucius, Lucifero speaks to Lucius saying, "Inconceivable. Even if I've lost half my body, I am Lucifero, the king of the devils. My magical power was the greatest in the world." So, we still have Lucifero hanging on to his title, hanging on to his in all be all power. But we see like his body is mangled, like he's disembodied, like his limbs are separated. He's nothing but just a chest. But we do see that his horns are intact, or they're back to what they were. I guess that's because this is his other half of the body. And what it seemed like is for me, since it seemed like his horns are still intact, I'm assuming that I'm assuming that this body in the underworld was completely fine until Lucius came around and defeated him. So I'm assuming Lucius had defeated Lucifero from what it seemed like is time magic. And it's interesting because we see when he's using time magic, he has a coverless grimoire. So I guess he has access to multiple grimoires. It's interesting because before the in chapter 331, we see that he had a grimoire, a spade grimoire with a cover, and now when he's using time magic, it goes back to the coverless grimoire. So that is pretty interesting. But at the end of Lucifero boasting, we have or monologuing, we have Lucius responding saying that's true, but in this world, we are the ones with the most brilliant magic. We humans, and then we have an action word or a onomatopoeia. Look like it says chomp. It look like it says chomp. I don't know. The P is kind of hard to look at. The P kind of look like an F, so I don't know. But we see Lucifero's extracting, or we see Lucius extracting Lucifero's heart from his other half of the body in the underworld. Two things I want to point out. It's crazy how Lucius has went down to the seventh layer and defeated Lucifero by himself. It's even crazier how he was able to get in to the underworld. But other than that, the second part is him attaining the other half of the heart. That's what really makes you wonder, like, what is he gonna do with these hearts? I mean, I'm assuming he's eating one heart, assuming he hasn't ate the other half, the first half he got, but I'm not sure. Maybe if he eats the heart, he gets the power, which would be pretty insane. Or maybe he gets not only that power, but he gets multiple hearts. Like maybe the more double hearts he eats, the more he has, and the more power he gets, and the more access to magic he has. But that last word, that last quote that Lucia said, with the ones with the most brilliant magic are we humans. It makes me wonder exactly what is Lucia's magic. Does it gotta be something it gotta be something intricate, something like really complex, to see how this character had made it up from being in the Spade Kingdom to be a Wizard King in the Clover Kingdom for so many years. So like Lucy is really out here playing 4D chess. He's playing everyone right now. But after Lucius defeated Lucifero, we have a time skip of a year and 3 months after the war. We have an introduction of Asa and the Clover Kingdom capital being awarded And it starts off with saying, "We will hereby conduct an extraordinary, special, distinguished service ceremony outside the Black Bulls." So this ceremony is specifically just for Asa for his achievements that he made in the Spade Kingdom fight. And we see the audience that is there is most of the people back in Hodge Village, Lily Nash, that one chick, that the other kid, and just basically the orphans, and Father Orslow, I believe that's his name. I can't remember, but him, and on the other side we have most of the Black Bulls members and Mimosa. We have Vanessa, Secre, Finro, Mimosa, and Noel. So the page after that, it continues with the awarding ceremony, saying, "I grant you the title of Senior Magic Knight, First Class." So that's good to know that Asa is, I think that's Vice Captain rank from what I've been hearing. So Asa basically Vice Captain rank. So that's good. He finally gets awarded for something. After all the achievements he did, all the good he did, he finally get awarded with something after all this time, even though it took a year. But either way, we have Vigolion saying the double trial was prolonged due to damnation disappearance. Unfortunately, that delayed the ceremony. So that's interesting. It's interesting that Damnatio has been gone for a whole year, and no one don't know his whereabouts, and that caused not only the trial but the award ceremony. So I guess no one doesn't have any leads to where he might be. Well, readers know where he's at. He's 6 feet under, but you know, it is what it is. And we have a Golion explaining that you explaining to Asa that you were found innocent, but some still distrust you because of the double powers you possess. Even so, your achievements must be rewarded. Being acknowledged by the captains. Asa saying being acknowledged by the captain make me happier than anything else could. And if you're going on responding to Asa saying you almost reached that dream of yours. And we see all the captains here, except for Kaiser. It's funny, like I don't know what happened to Kaiser. Like you see, like Purple Orcas is like the worst squad to be in right now, bro. It's like their first leader was doing shady stuff. He got whatchamacall. He got confined, put in prison. The other person, Kaiser, I'm pretty sure Kaiser was retired and he came back to the Purple Orcas. So I don't know. Kaiser may be retired again after all this nonsense. But yeah, we see all the captains standing side by side. It's unfortunate to see that Charlotte is standing on the opposite side of Yami. I would think because after she confessed, she'd be more comfortable around Yami, but I guess not. And we actually see the reason why uh, in the upcoming pages. But one more thing I want to point out in this page is that with the people finding him innocent, but some still distrust him. I can understand that because it's a devil's power. Usually a devil is usually commonly known as a evil being. So I can see some people not liking the power that Asa used. So we have Asa saying yes sir. Vigolion telling Asa that has become a Grand Magic Knight. You should have been one granted an equal title, but so that's interesting. So is basically captain rank now. That's crazy. I mean, Asa definitely did more than but also did his fair share, in this part as well. But like Vigolion said, they both should have been granted that title, but it is what it is. So we have Asa saying having outrank me is frustrating, but we're not at our goal yet, so that's okay. We have Real whining saying that his record for being the youngest Grand Master Knight was broken. That's funny because I forgot that Real was the youngest Grand Master Knight. He was the youngest because he had a lot of potential, but the way Tabata portrayed him, it just seemed like his relevance became less and less. I mean, he was helpful with the Valhalla thing, but that's pretty much it. And after that, everyone started having a chat, um sitting around at the tables eating. And so someone was saying, asking a question saying, so where do you suppose the Wizard King gone? And then someone else responded was saying, he could be indulging his hobbies or wandering around in the skies, but who knows? And that's crazy. Like this goes back to what I said about Lucia playing 4D chess. Like Lucius is so smart with it. He has everyone perceive perceiving him that wherever he is, he's just lurking around doing what he do, looking at magic in the skies. But that man literally could be doing something else, like, oh, I don't know, fighting off Lucifero. But people would be none the wiser. This is why I'm saying that, like, Lucius is really a good villain for now. We have to see how far it goes, what his objectives are, and how he'll get to those objectives to really rank him as a good tier villain. But that's for another day. So we have Asta talking to Frigolion saying, Captain Frigolion, I heard they recommend you and Captain Nozel and Lady Mariona as candidates for the next Wizard King. They responded saying, we all declined. The matter is on hold for now. And then Frigolion saying, fighting the devils made us painfully aware how little strength we have. Although my sisters just may fail, it's too much trouble. That makes sense for Mariona. For Frigolion and Nozel, I think Nozel did pretty good on his half fighting against the devils. I mean, they have been a fight with Mikakula a lot, especially with the silver, not silver, with the Mercury. I put the Mikakula. Frigolion, he could have done better. I mean, yeah, he was fighting against, he was holding off devils or demons from going into the capital and attacking people. But like, this man have yet to show a spirit dive, and he got, all he did was just fight against devils. Second, well, first tier devils, like beginner rank devils. So that is one thing. But yeah, they only on these to step up. Nozel too, but I respect Nozel more. And then we're going on informing Asa about the news for the other kingdoms. He said for both the Spade Kingdom and the Heart Kingdom, recovery is in sight. Peace is gradually coming to the continent, but we can't be careless. Even now, we're detecting double-light activity in the outlying region of the Clover Kingdom. Other members of the Golden Dawn, the Black Bulls, have experience with them, so they gone to investigate. So that's what them is doing. And the Black Bulls and the Golden Dawn. So that's interesting to see. They're still lurking out. They're searching the area for any other doubles in the area. Of course, we know there is one, Dremelec. I don't know if there's any other doubles, like low tier doubles lurking around. But that's good to see that and them is you know searching for the past year. Taking care of the doubles, getting rid of them. And then during the chatter, we then moved to Yami's area, where Yami's saying, "Hey people, thanks for showing up for my boy." That's funny for him saying that, showing up for my boy. But anyways, we have Jack saying, "I'll slice him up someday." Yada yada. We have Charlotte immediately walking away, uh, walking towards the restroom, I guess. Yami questioning, saying, "What's up with Charlotte?" She's been like that all year, ever since we got back from the Spade Kingdom. Did that screw up somehow? Fenrir is surprised Yami saying that, because Fenrir was there for Charlotte confess. Is that the right word? Confess? Yeah, I guess confess. And Fenrir finally tells Yami, which I'm surprised he didn't know at all. But Fenrir tells him, saying, "What are you talking about? After she told you she loved you, for you was at death's door, you means nothing changed with you two?" And then in his head, he's saying, "I've been waiting to ask about that. I was just too scared." Wow. You telling me Fenrir has been scared to ask about that situation for a whole year, and now he has a chance? Whatever. It is what it is. But Fenrir's a real one for finally telling Yami about what's up with Charlotte, and then Yami immediately goes to the restroom. Yes, the restroom, the best place to go to when you're thinking about something, or when you're composing your thoughts. So Yami's saying, "Huh? What's that about? Charlotte got a thing for me?" "Yeah, right. Huh? Wasn't she basically allergic to me? Her weird reaction were affections. What? That's real confusing. So what the heck was that? She's shouting because she's embarrassed? Huh? Why? Is she gonna stay like that?" And actually, then we have Yami yelling at not Yami, Finro yelling at Yami outside the restroom, saying, "Mr. Yami, how long is that dump gonna take? Everyone's leaving." And so then while everyone was about to leave, also finally got his self together, and started his I guess started moving forward to his other goal, I guess, saying, "This is it. Today I'm gonna Nero eavesdropping," hearing what Asa saying. And then we have a page for Noel Mimosa. Noel saying, "Ever since I realized how I felt about Asta, I've been so self-conscious I can't even really talk to him." And then Mimosa saying, ever since that time, my wishes to support protect Asa have just kept growing stronger. Bolton saying, but what should I do? I find it funny how they've been acting like this for a whole year and a half. I mean, like, come on, it's a whole year and a half. Y'all don't just wake up one day saying like, okay, time for me to tell them. Like a whole year and a half, y'all been acting like this, but it is what it is. Nero eavesdropping on them, telling them that Asa going to confess. They're saying what? Asa confessing his love, confessing why to whom? Could be me. No, I mean what? Then we have Noel, not Noel. Jesus Christ, I'm in these names messed up. We have Neros, in her head being amused, saying this is entertaining, with a poker face. It's funny, like it's like the words you say and the face that she shows, it doesn't go together. But that one makes it funny. So then we have Noel, Nero, and Mimosa eavesdropping on Asta and Sister Lily. Asta saying, "Sister, please marry me." Hey, yeah, this man also does. This man also got some crazy goals. This man really trying to marry a nun, and like he is committed. But I got this in his final declaration or his final propose, because he says, "Now I'm 18. This is the last time I propose to you. I swear I make you happy. Please say yes." So Noel and Mimosa, shocked because they never realized that it was Lily that also was affectionate for. And Lily responds saying, "Thank you, Asta, but I'm sorry. You're like a family to me, my dashing, cute little brother." Wow, bro got family zone. It's one thing when a chick says that you're like a friend to me. It's another thing when they says that you're like a brother. That's heartbreaking. For us, it literally looked like Asa was about to break into some tears. But either way, Sister Lily finally saying that I really can't marry you. Asa realizing that, accepting it, and moving on. Him saying, "Yeah, I knew that. I just couldn't give up. I do know that people can always change the way they feel, though. So please watch over this unchanging vow of mine. I will become the Wizard King." And I like that a lot. That shows as goofy as his part was, him confessing. This really shows some good character development. Him, finally accepting that, hey, I can't change people's minds, even if I say I'm not gonna give up. So I'm gonna just move on and just go for the next person. Well, I mean, like, also has a lot of people. This man has Mimosa, Noel, Rebecca. We have yet to see Rebecca yet. I hope you're doing well too. But we have Lily saying that Asa, you truly are amazing. I'm sorry I was never able to tell you this, but at this point I can. I'm. I think they mean I'll. I'm gonna just say that's a mistranslation on the officials, but it says I'm. No, you'll be able to do it. I think they mean I'll or I. Just I will work. I know you'll be able to do it. But either way, her saying that she can finally tell Asta that she believes in him, which is crazy. It's like you never believe in Asta just because he had no magic. I don't know. I don't know. Since I mean, she had the thought in her head, but truly she never truly said it to him that I know you can do it. That's kind of messed up. But hey, it is what it is. She finally said it now. She finally believes that Asa can become Wizard King. We all do, of course, because it's gonna happen. Asa the goat. He's a Chad. So then, after all of that, we see one panel of Noel, Mimosa, and Sekre just expressing their emotions. Asa and Lily talking, and then while they're chatting, we see a person in Spade Kingdom drip walking up, and then the last page we see is Lucius Zogrades saying, "Congratulations, you've arrived. This is your final destination." That's crazy. He told Asa this is his final destination. And we see the look on Asa's face. Asa, he looks, surprised. And we can I guess we can say most definitely that Asa doesn't know who this is, but he can kind of get an idea. So that's it for the chapter. A couple of things, a couple of theories I want to go with is what Lucia said in the beginning that the ones who are the most brilliant are humans. I totally agree with that. just because of the fact that humans can do so much. Humans can they can mess with magic, with nature magic, make runes. They can do mana zone. They can have different types of magic, space magic, chain magic, dark magic. Crazy as that sounds. Time, well, time magic is a devil's power, I guess. But it's like humans can do so much. They can even make magic items. I feel like magic items should be heavily more they should be more shown. Like there are some magic items, but the only magic item we really seen put into good effect was the one that Lumiere had that he made with Sekre for the elves. But you know, like Lucia said, humans are really brilliant. They're like they can also have multiple magic if they make contract with doubles. Like that's crazy. Like let's say for instance Lucifero and Dante. The person who showed the best amount of skills with gravity magic was surprisingly Dante. You would think they would be Lucifero, but I don't know. I guess he had his reasons. But like Dante showed so much skill with gravity magic, even though it's not his innate magic. And you know it's insane because you know it's not his, but he has so much control over it. So you know I totally believe what he says about that quote about humans because like I said, humans got so much potential. They got so many ways to get stronger. So yeah, and this one right here, another thing we'll talk about is the last page about this your final destination. I really wonder what she's gonna do because like it seemed like that he's gonna do something to stop Asa in his tracks. I don't know if he's gonna kill him or what. Maybe next chapter we actually get a fight. You know, where Lucius reveals everything and he defeats Asta. I don't know. And one more thing is the mark on his forehead. I know people in the spoilers, you know, when a unofficial chapter came out before the official, people were saying how Lucifero's mark was missing some legs. I see what they mean because you know in the beginning or in the end of the 331, he had like a sun symbol where it's like a dot, then a circle. Excuse me, and then the circle got like little legs on it that kind of resembles the sun. Now we see here that it's missing some legs. I want to say maybe 3 legs. My theory is that maybe you know his goal of having undying bodies. You know, with him eating devil's hearts, you know he's one step closer to it. But with that sun symbol, those legs represents how many undying bodies he can give to people. Because I remember one time I was or some days ago I was in a Twitter talk space. I was listening in, and someone said that oh yeah, I believe that they already resurrected or revived the three of God of Sylvie, Dante, Xenon, and Vonica. I was thinking like that could happen, but like you know how would the process go? I was thinking that maybe you know Lucius revived him by using the sun symbol on his head. Like maybe he can only give you know as many people undying bodies based on the number of symbols he has on his forehead. I don't know. It could be something totally different. I could be way off the mark, but that's just my theory. But other than that, it was a really good chapter. I really like how it goes. Of course, I can't wait for the next chapter. The next chapter gonna be even more insane with the interaction between Asa and Lucius. I can't wait to see how that happens. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Glad that Black Clover is finally back. There's something to talk to, or there's something to talk about, other than the other manga. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, the other manga is good, like Sakamoto Days, mm, uh, Ruby Dragon, and some other stuff. But yeah, I was really anticipating for this manga to come back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna do a chapter.